Why do boxers need social media? This is a big one. Definitely gonna have to make a few videos on this one. But why do you need social media as a boxer, amateur or pro? Obviously, especially, it's very, very much a requirement as a pro. But amateur, you kind of need to. And here's why. First and foremost, I hope we can all agree that boxing is arguably the most dangerous sport in the world. Yes, more dangerous than MMA because the main target is the head. Once the head goes out, you're done. So, why are you doing this? I mean, obviously, or hopefully, you want to eventually make money off of boxing and you want to make a living off of boxing. And if boxing is still a sport, of course, but there's a business side about boxing. And if you forget about the business side about the sport of boxing, then you're gonna have a bad time. That's just all that it is what it is. So that's why you need to increase your marketability as a fighter, especially as a professional. Once I mean you're not gonna really make much as a professional if you have no marketability, unless I know there's an exception to every rule, unless you're an Olympian that gets signed off the Olympic team by freaking Matchroom or Top Rank or something, obviously. But most people aren't in that case, myself included. I had a really good amateur career, but it wasn't enough to launch me into like the big leagues. We're not there yet. We will get there soon. But why do fighters need social media? As an amateur, it is the best way to kind of develop your following. Your following doesn't just mean online, by the way. It means like actual people that you connect with often in person. And social media, specifically Instagram, I recommend Instagram more than anything. You can do TikTok, and I mean, the thing about Instagram is there's a lot of media. It's been obviously it's always TikTok, but TikTok I feel like is less serious. There's that thing going on with Trump. Um, we don't. It's always freaking this close to getting banned. So I think Instagram is probably your safest bet. It's backed by Facebook. It's probably not going nowhere. It's like the main app there is to like share like who you are as a person. So social media. So here's how I see it. I'll break it down to a formula. If you want to be successful in boxing, which I'm assuming you do, I'm sure you're not here boxing to be a loser or an opponent. I mean, I don't know, maybe some of you are, but if you're looking to have a successful career, both financially and well, I guess physically. I mean, you want to win the fights too, obviously. You have to obviously put in the work in the gym, but you also have to put in the work to build your brand because you are the business. You are the business as a fighter. You are the business. So if no one knows who you are, you're not gonna make any money. Think about a really good restaurant. Think of like I don't know. McDonald's is super worldwide. I don't think it's that good, but I don't even eat McDonald's. But like everybody knows about McDonald's. Why? Because not because it's the best food in the world, but because um it's just so famous. Like their marketing is A1. I don't know what they do, but obviously they got their name out there. Obviously everybody in the world, that thing is worldwide. Everybody knows about McDonald's. They don't have to worry about marketing. Their food is good enough to where like it's gonna sell worldwide. Um, so with boxers, yes, you do have to have a certain level of skill. You still have to be able to box. You still have to be able to defend yourself, and you still have to be able to deliver punishment. Obviously, you have to be good enough. Obviously, you can't. It's not just social media. Although, people like I mean, there's exceptions. Obviously, what's his name? Jay Paul and all these influencer boxers. But you gotta keep in mind that they're not that good, but they have such a crazy following that like it doesn't matter. People want to watch them do anything. So for boxers, I feel like that's the biggest piece a lot of modern day boxers are missing. Surprisingly, like you would think. I mean, there's obviously a lot more now currently, But you would think that like in modern day, more fighters would be blowing up their social media. I mean, first of all, like, are you not proud of what you do? Like, what? Like, are you not like when you post on Instagram? Are you not proud of your wins and your hard work? Like, we train every day, so like, why the hell would you not like get some kind of credit for that? It's good for you. It's good for your confidence. But the biggest thing is like it's still business. So as an amateur, me personally, I always wanted to like have a big following. So after every fight, I would post a highlight. After every sparring, not after every sparring session, but after a lot of sparring sessions, this one's a little bit controversial, by the way. Um, I would post like a quick 5 to 8 second clip of me getting a good combo off on a sparring partner or something like that. This one, I advise you to be very careful with this one because if you're close with your sparring partners, then they would probably obviously get mad they reposting them, especially if it was like a lot back and forth. With me, I didn't really ever see those sparring partners again, so I was like, whatever. I don't even know these guys, and these guys don't even have social media, so it didn't matter that much. But as an amateur, I would post highlights of sparring, highlights of my amateur fights. These things were like little mini movies. They were sick. Maybe I'll post them again. I would post a lot of lifestyle pictures, obviously, because I'm still a person. I'm not just a boxer. I'm still Kevin. Um, so any accomplishments I would make, like it is still a personal Instagram, but like the main focus is boxing. So what that does is that gives people a reason to follow you. If people have a reason to follow you, then they're gonna tune in more often, and if they tune in more often, then it's kind of like you're advertising yourself. You're running. I mean, they're not commercials, obviously, but like it's almost like you're selling yourself. It is what it is. You have to put your name. You have to get your name out there because guess what? Closed mouth don't get fed. And slowly but surely, eventually, I think I was like at 1,000, then 2,000 followers, then 3,000, and so on and so forth. Eventually, I hit 10K. I was like, wow, I'm really doing this. And then this was like around the time that I met my boy Ray. Um, he's in Mexico right now, but he's an electrical engineer, and he kind of like took this thing even further. I mean, I was always better with the original content, but he was always better at like making shit go viral on any type of page that like you just hit the content, edit it. Like he'd be pretty good at that. So like a meme page, a sports page, a soccer page, a boxing page. He's actually running promotions right now. But basically, we compare notes. I mean, he showed me a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. We compare notes, and we put our heads together, and we had all this data, and we basically just kept going more and more viral, and we built a huge following. So that helped me transition my amateur career to pro, with over 10. I think I had like 11, 12,000 followers, which is not like the most, but it's a lot more than average, especially barely turning pro. So I was able to turn pro with a decent following. So why does the following matter so much? So the reason that the following matters is because I mean there's two ways. I mean, there's a bunch of ways, not just two ways, but two of the biggest ways to make money is one, the fight purse, obviously, which is usually shit. I've said this multiple times in the videos. Average 4 round fight makes like $1,000 if you're lucky. Most fighters end up in debt, because once you pay your guys, once you pay your medicals, once you pay everything, you there's nothing for you. You have to pay everybody, so you pretty much are fighting for free. Um, so unless you're making a whole lot of money in sponsorships like how I am, you're not gonna really make much. So that's what kind of goes back to the social media. If you have a big following and you come up to this business like knock knock knock, hey, my name is Kevin. I'm a professional boxer representing Sacramento. I am fighting in a month, and I want to send the invitation to my next fight. It's actually what I'm doing right now. Currently, I'm in camp. I'm fighting in March 1st, God willing. Um, so I was like, I like to make a video for your business and make a video for their business. We kind of build a relationship, and then I'll follow up. In a few days, I'll come back and bring the poster in. Cool. Now that, and keep in mind, you'll know like if people are interested in boxing because they'll jump on you right away. So today I went to this Mexican restaurant in Roseville, and I did that. I came in, made a video for them. It's pretty funny. It's gonna go viral. The fact that I know how to make a video go viral adds a lot of value to local businesses. Um, Even if literally you don't get traffic in their door, just the fact that they're getting a huge amount of viewership is attractive because that potentially could be new clients. Even if you don't get them nothing, at least it's something. No, at least you're offering something versus just saying, "Hey, can you please give me money," which is what most fighters do. Because I mean, and I don't blame them. Like no one taught us how to do this. Not unless you have like a 4 or 5 year education, college education, like I did. You're not gonna really know how to like use these skills. These are skills that I developed while I was in school. So I'm using these skills that I developed in school, Sac State by the way, to leverage sponsorships in real life. That combined with my social media. So these skills allowed me to make $10,000, $12,000 on local fights that most people don't get paid anything for. Like some people have to go to Mexico and pay outright like 500,000 bucks to get a fight. People without promoters. So like, if you're gonna do the hardest sport in the world, first and foremost, do it right, and second of all, make some money. Like, why the hell would you go through all this punishment and not make any money? Why would you go play on hard mode when you just play on normal mode? Boxing is already hard enough as it is. Don't make it twice as hard. So, or at least get paid for all the shit that you go through, all the punches you take, all the weight you have to lose, all the sacrifices you have to make. Like you might as well get paid for it. Why the hell wouldn't you? Like imagine, like if you have two options, either you stay quiet and you make nothing, or you open your mouth every now and then and make $10,000. I'm going with this one all day. Like what? Like especially if I'm gonna take a punch, I'm making at least $10,000. That's gonna be my new minimum. Um, God willing, obviously I still have to put in the work, and I have to. It varies, obviously. It varies on. It's based on how much work I put in, how much phone calls I make, how many people I approach, and yeah, like you just like you need the social media, so then people can really want to tune in to watch. You have to build this persona, build the brand, and basically, social media isn't just social media anymore. It's a platform for you to um, kind of showcase who you are, and offer your supporters some value. Because if you don't offer them no value, they're not going to want to follow you. And if they don't want to even follow you, they're definitely not going to come watch you fight. Duh. So if you can get someone to follow you and like and interact with your posts on Instagram, then maybe you can get them to come watch you fight. And if you can get them to come watch you fight, that means they're spending money and ticket sales. And if you can get ticket sales, then the promoter's gonna notice that. And the promoter notices that, they're gonna be like, okay, let's use Kevin again because he's making ticket sales and his big fan base, and I'm making money. So when he makes money, I make money. So let's give Kevin more money. Not that it literally works like that, but it kind of does. So no, if nobody knew about me, why the hell would they come watch me fight? Like, are you gonna go watch somebody that you don't know? Of course not. You tune in and you watch Canelo because you know Canelo. You tune in and you watch Crawford because you know Crawford. But you're gonna, like, if you're just a casual boxing fan, are you gonna watch Erslandy Lara? Not that he's a bad fighter. He's actually a really good fighter. I think he even has a big social media following, but he's not like a mainstream like Canelo, not mainstream Crawford, not mainstream like Floyd Mayweather. For example, I mean these are extreme examples, but like you see the kind of power that these people have, the kind of money that these people are able to generate because they have social media. So start if you're an amateur boxer, start growing your social media now. Make take a few seconds at the end of your workout. And don't do it before. Don't do it during. At the end of your workout, just do a quick review. Like, hey, bro, can you hold the phone for like 20 seconds while I hit the bag? Boom, boom, boom. take the best 10 seconds from those 20, post it, put a little song over it, make it catchy, put some hashtags in the and like caption could be like training for March 1st. Um, Working on my jab today. You could even be doing jump rope. You could be a video of you shadow boxing, a video of you hitting the speed. Like the possibilities are so endless and easy. Like it does not matter. Just post something so people are following you. Like, okay, I'm following this guy because he's a fighter and I like boxing, and I think it's super cool that he's actually doing it for real. Do that as an amateur, and then you're from let's say you have a 5 year amateur career from like say you started boxing at 15 and at 20 you turn pro. From 15 to 20, for those 5 years, you're gonna have people that have been supporting you for years now. So by the time you turn 20, hell yeah, they're gonna come support you. Hell yeah, they're gonna come buy tickets. Hell yeah, they're gonna come watch you fight. Because guess what? You gave them a reason to follow you. So if you give people a reason to follow you, and you have a social media and you post on it often, not I don't mean like have a social media and let it freaking die in the background. No, I mean have a social media and develop it, grow it. Like anything else, just like boxing, you have to show up every day. You have to, we don't have to post every day. Although I do recommend that you do. That's A plus quality, but just post twice a week at least. You can do that. If you can't post twice a week, then maybe this isn't the sport for you. I'm not gonna say that you can't be successful without social media, but you're just leaving so much goddamn money on the table. Like, if you're that good already, don't you want to showcase it? And if you're that good and you're already making, let's just say even $20,000, you don't want an additional 20K from sponsors? Like what? So you're okay with just making 20K, but not 40K? That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm taking all of that. I'm taking that 40. Fuck the 20. I'm taking the 40. So this is something I'm learning. I'm only 7 fights in, and I'm already making this money. So I'm curious how much I'm gonna make soon as I go up to 6, 8, 10, 12 rounds. Like the price goes up because you gotta think about it. You're selling these people a commercial, and the way that you sell it, I'd have to make a whole video on that. But basically, and long story short, how much does it cost for the average commercial? I know we're not fighting on TV yet, but that's just how you have to sell it. Like, how much does it cost for the average commercial? Probably thousands of dollars for like 10, 20 seconds. You could leverage the fact that, like, especially if you're local and you're fighting locally and the restaurants are local, then that actually makes sense because people are going to see their brand on your trunks while they're fighting. I don't think people are going to be like, oh my god, look, he's wearing that restaurant's logo on his trunk, so I'm going to go buy some tacos. Like, I don't think that's going to happen, but that's how they visualize in their head. And even if it doesn't happen that way, you never promise them anything. You just promise them that you showcase them on your trunks, give them a little shout out on Instagram, and then hopefully some people come by and check the place out. And if they don't, no harm, no foul. You don't promise them nothing. But I don't know. I just want y'all to make money, man. Like, boxing is tough as much as it. Boxing is super tough already. You might as well get paid for it. You might as well make some money off of it. If you're an amateur boxer watching this, start right now because that following is going to carry into your professional career and it's going to do numbers for you. It's going to make a lot of money for you. If you're professional already, it's not too late. Start, like, especially nowadays, you can blow super quick. I'm getting millions of views every month, like million M's. So it all takes is one or two viral videos for you to grow like hundreds of followers. Repeat that a few times and you have a few thousand. Repeat that a few times, you have several thousand. I'm like 19 point or 18 point, almost 19K followers on my personal account. But I have no much promotions. That's like 200 and what is it at? My boy Ray's running it, so uh. Let's see mine. Okay, where's promotions? No one's promotions is currently at 219,000 followers. So I don't use this one to leverage sponsors, but it is a good tool to have. and it just shows that obviously I know what the hell I'm doing, right? My personal has 18.9 thousand, but I'm only following a few people, less than 1,000 people, so that matters too. Your ratio matters too. You can have 10,000 followers and then you're following freaking 20,000 people. That doesn't carry no weight. The ratio has to match up too. So make sure you're following less people than you have followers. You don't have to follow everybody, like random people that you don't know. You don't have to follow them back. Just follow people that you know. Definitely follow fans or supporters, people that would come watch your fight. Definitely follow them. But you need social media, guys. Just make a goddamn Instagram account. Make a short, catchy name. Don't freaking put no stupid underscores or periods and exclamation. Like, don't. Just make it only letters. You guys make your freaking Instagram username so goddamn hard to type in. Like I've seen people like hold up, let me look up let me see what it is. Like, you don't know your own fucking Instagram. What, like, obviously, the if you don't know, how the hell am I supposed to know? I'm never gonna type your username out like that and try and find. I'm probably never gonna find you. So keep the username short and sweet. Mine is No Mas Montano. See, short and sweet. Going viral too. Look, I just posted that yesterday. But anyway, make social media, get this money, uh, develop your brand. I'll probably have to make another video on how to do that, but this is why every fighter should have social media. Don't leave all this money on the table, or go ahead, more money for me. That's all I got.